and welcome to Add More Zest. My name's Rebecca, also known as 4Kids at 147. I have finished the PaintGem Retro Edition. So they are all already in the book, so I will flick through them with you in a bit. But first up, I need to de-kit this box. Now, I have filmed, I'm going to start de-kitting, but I have filmed these videos for this week slightly out of order, because I like to try and film my whip and waffles first, because they're sort of the longer videos. So if anything happens over the weekend, I can, you know, still fit in, say, the smaller ones through the week if I need to. Oh, that diamond bag ended up in the wrong place. Just found 2 lots of diamonds in one slot. Yeah, so you will find after this video, the video on Thursday, I actually filmed it quite late last night, and one of the comments spurred a thought in me in relation to my little PaintGem mini kits. So anybody that has been following me doing these kits for quite a while will know that I always use these boxes unless it is less than 30 colours, and then I use my actual PaintGem case. And that's the way I've done it for ages. They're great to grab and go and all that sort of stuff. But I don't have any trips, should we say, coming up, or times coming up that we're going away. And if there is any that we are, I can always still kit a painting up in one of these. So I'm actually thinking that when I'm going to kit my next PaintGem up, I am actually going to kit up 3 at once. I've very nearly finished my PaintGem doors. I haven't actually finished them yet, but I won't be kitting up another PaintGem until next week. So by then I may well have finished them, or at least got very close to finishing them. But I'm going to kit up my PaintGem mini sets in my Art Dot 4-drawer tower. It sits on my desk at the moment. I don't have any diamonds in the little drawers. I do like the idea that somebody said of, I'm not even in the right box, that somebody said of using it for the likes of AB diamonds, etc., which is a good idea, but I do like my small pots from Fan Cells. I just feel like I can see the diamonds a little bit better when I don't have many of them, whereas these tall ones, these tall pots, it's not always as easy. Anyway, I like my little pots. So what I'm thinking of doing, random waffling, should have heard the random waffling for Thursday's video, is using 3 drawers. So I have 4 drawers in my Art Dot tower, and I have done an unboxing of it on my other channel, if you do want to see that. But I'm thinking of kitting up 3 PaintGem mini kits all at once, so it doesn't feel like it's the only paintings that I kit up and kit down, because quite often I do have spurts where I feel like all I'm doing is kitting up and kitting down PaintGems. So yeah, I feel like it won't be so much as a I suppose, one company overwhelm on my channel. As much as I love PaintGem minis, they are not for everybody. And as much as some people love the kitting ups, whatever it may be, I do feel like if it's constantly the same type of painting in the same type of storage, it can lose a bit of its appeal. So let's shake things up. Let me try another way. See if it works for me. It may not. It may be a one-time wonder and I may never do it again. But I'm going to give it a go. I also really like the idea of having, I always like to have 1 or 2 PaintGem mini sets kitted up. But what I've been doing is I've been working primarily on one set and then moving to another set and going on that way, and doing them one after the other, etc. But my plan is to kit up, say it's got 4 drawers, I'm going to kit up 3, 1 per drawer, and I'll label which diamonds are in each of the drawers. And then I will put in the bottom drawer all of the canvases for all 3 sets mixed up. So the plan is, when I want to do a PaintGem mini, which I often do sat on the couch, so when I don't feel like sitting at my drafting table and doing my big one, or maybe I've sat at my drafting table, done some of my big one, and still have an hour or so and want to do a little bit more diamond painting, that's when I grab a PaintGem mini. And I actually do both in one evening, rather than peeling off another section and feeling like I'm doing all the same numbers again. It's a thing, it's a thing. I don't like doing a full section and then doing another section of exactly the same painting on exactly the same day, because then quite often I end up taking out exactly the same colours, and I like that divide. So yeah, I will just grab a painting from the bottom drawer, whichever one is first, and then I will take out the drawer with that PaintGem mini kit in it, go do the painting, and then pop the drawer back. That's my thoughts. So stay tuned for what promises to be a long video next week, especially if I have static to deal with. But I think it'll be fun, and I think it'll be different, and I say I may enjoy it, I may not, but I do like to vary things up, see how much, you know, I enjoy doing things in a different way. And, you know, you may find a way that works for you from it. So, yeah, having something different will work quite well, I think. I'm de-kitting this one a little bit different in the fact that I have opened all 4 of my boxes. Because I kit up my PaintGem mini sets in symbol order, they're not in DMC order. So it is often easier for me to de-kit using all the boxes and just pay attention to one strip of diamonds. Sometimes I will do the diamonds per box. Sometimes I do them like this. But I thought today we'll do it like this while I'm chatting, and I can dot about between all 4 of my boxes. It is a little bit easier when I'm working on 3 boxes, I will say, just because they all fit in the camera view. But when I've finished de-kitting this one, what I also think I'm going to do is I'm going to put this case back to the way it originally was when I bought it. So back with the storage containers that it had, and it will go on my shelf for future use. Right, 3837. And yeah, I'm actually really excited to kit up 3 because I get the excitement of 3. Though I reckon they will last me a while until they're all done. But then it will be a mammoth breakdown of 3 all at once. And potentially another big kit up if it's worked. If it's worked for me. But I'll be able to give you feedback on how I've found it to be. It does also mean that because I have recently put my ABs into those little pots will also fit in the drawers with the diamonds for the kit. I think there's about 60 bottles per drawer, which means even when I have a PaintGem mini kit that has loads of different colours, they will still all fit in one drawer with any ABs that I decide to add as well. So I'll be able to keep everything in there. I may decide to probably just grab a tray and a pen like off the side. I mean, my trays and pens in these last few kits, what I've done is I've actually picked a tray and a pen that suits the kit I'm working on, and I've used that tray and pen for every painting in the kit. And you'll see that when I finish putting these diamonds away and take out the things that are in the bottom. But this way I can grab a different tray and pen every time. They're on the bookcase. If you've seen my craft room tour, my trays and pens are easily accessible. I often change them for my big diamond painting. I do have one that sort of sits in the drawer underneath it, just because there's nothing worse than sitting down to diamond paint and thinking, oh, I haven't got my pen, and having to get up. So I do keep one in there so that I don't have that, oh my goodness me, I've done this feeling. But I change that up often. So if I come in and think, oh yeah, I want to use this new tray, or I haven't used this pen in a while. But with my PaintGem minis, I'll be coming in to grab all the stuff to take it out into the conservatory to sit on the couch. So I can just grab a tray and a pen and use. I have loads. I have loads. I probably have far more than I'll ever need, but I'm not changing that. So I may as well get use out of many of them, had I not, by picking a different tray and pen every time. I still need to sort out the little dividers for the back of my spare storage. It is on my radar to do, I just have not picked up the foam board yet. As soon as I've picked up the foam board, I think I will do a bulk amount of cutting and stuff. It was a project I actually thought about last night. I was in a little bit of a organisation straighten up mode after doing my Thursday whip and waffle that has a little bit of an added extra on the end where I did a bit of organisation. So I was very much in the organising mood, but I just didn't have the foam board to do it. I've got foam board in black, but I want them all to be in white. I actually want to change these ones to be white as well. So I will try and pick up a few packs and get that done as a little organisation job. But yeah, I'm kind of excited for the potential of kitting up 3 at once, because then I can get excited about 3 different designs. And I think I've mentioned before, you know, I do have every single PaintGem kit. There are some that I love more than others, but I really enjoy the process of doing small paintings, regardless of what the picture is. I just really like the snack size, more so than I like the special partial diamond paintings that are also snack size. That used to be my little go-to for something with a quick reward, and it's now PaintGem minis are my little quick reward, and I prefer them. So I do have every set that they stock, but yeah, some of them I am more excited and more looking forward to doing than others, which is understandable. We all have favourites. Even if we love all of them, all of the ones you will still have one that has maybe a little bit more love than another. So by doing 3, I'm very likely to end up in, you know, with a few that I have that little bit of extra love to, compared to the ones that I just like and enjoy the process. And it'll be nice to be able to mix them all up. Okay, diamonds are done. So that was a nice little chat while I got those finished up. So let's move my boxes out the way, and then I'll show you what these double-decker storage boxes come like when you first get them, because this is a little bit of a change-up hack. It was actually recommended by a member in our Facebook group. I'm rubbish with names. I wish I could remember names of everybody that came up with the tips and things, but it was actually a member of the Facebook group that suggested using these small tubs that come from these smaller 28 containers, because you can actually get more in here than a 28 box. So I've actually pulled these out of 1.5 of these boxes because I have loads of them. I have absolutely loads of them. Okay, we have a couple of road diamonds, so let's get those out. Then I have my tray, pen and my little trash tray that I used for this setup. And then get a road diamond out the bottom. I always like to clean up my storage, you know, not full on do the washing up, but I do like to get out any bits of dust from there. And then I have this black drawer in my Kallax that sort of holds loose tubs, and it's actually these tubs that came with this set. So it does only have 28, and if you're working on a painting that has 28, these tubs are actually fantastic because they are quite a bit bigger than these. So they're taller, if you can see, they're taller. They're also deeper because of course we get more than 7 rows. Yeah, taller, deeper, wider, but still 4 in a row. They're actually a bit more secure than these ones as well. These ones do have their moments, but they sit beautifully, and that is the original box that you get when you first buy these. And then I have, it's actually a double one of these 28s. I've had these types of storage boxes for years, for absolutely years. I have loads of them. They are always the storage box that I grab when I am maybe gifting some to somebody who's new to diamond painting and just wants some sort of storage to keep them going. It's these boxes that I'll grab. So I do have a lot of them. But there's, well, that one's for a potential video in a couple of weeks. But they are now sort of back to normal, so they don't need to sit in my float about. I do have another 28 case, sorry, 2 lots of 28 case that's empty. That's what will take the rest. But yeah, these can now either go back in here, or I might put this one on my normal storage case and then have this one as my spares to hand on to others. But yeah, that's my storage box back to rights. I will pop this away in my pen case and this away on my tray storage, as well as my little trash tray. I no longer need this. I keep this as a reference when I'm doing them, and they may probably just sit in the tops of those drawers. But let me show you the completed. So what I've done recently, and I've done it off camera because putting double-sided tape on the back of little PaintGem images is a little bit tedious, should we say, is I have put my double-sided tape on the back of each of my pictures before putting any diamonds on. So I do it after I've done the kitting up video. I put double-sided tape on the back of them all, and then I actually get my display book with my card, put my front in and have it all ready, and actually tuck the stickers in this little wallet on the side, and as and when I finish each painting I pop it onto its card and pop it into the book. I will have to take them all out because I like to take a photo for my logbook, but that is next weekend's problem. But here are the finished PaintGem minis for retro. I love this set. It's got some that are more muted, but so many with such bright colours. I love doing this one. It reminded me of doing the mandala painting, where I did the black outline and then coloured it in afterwards, which is so much fun to do. I really enjoyed that set, more so than I thought I would. I really enjoyed the black outline and colouring in. And then we do have some that are landscape orientation. So what I did was, whenever I came across these, I just worked from the back of the book forward, so that when I am flipping through the book, once I have to turn the book to go landscape, all the rest of them are this orientation. It just stops you having to do this, then this, then this, then this. Gets annoying after a bit. So there we go. My retro paintings are done and away. I will pop a link and a discount code down below for you. You will find it in all of my PaintGem sets. It doesn't cost you any more. In fact, the discount code will make it cost you a little bit less, but I do get a little bit back, which helps me to keep my PaintGem collection up. Because I absolutely adore doing these. So stay tuned. Next week I am going to kit up 3 PaintGem mini sets in one video, so it's probably going to be a bit of an epic video, but it should be fun, and it'll be nice to see how kitting it up in a different way, how it works for me, but also being able to mix up a few different designs will also be fun. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you all again soon.